Here at Enactus, we are a student-led organization where we are well known among over 1,700 teams worldwide. We are all about using entrepreneurial concepts to help people solve problems and get out of poverty, both at home here in Utah and around the world. In order to do this, we form project teams who help find communities that need help, define the problems that they are facing, introduce possible solutions, validate those solutions, and implement them. We make a sustainable difference. Some of the projects we have done in the past include Run On, which helps people with disabilities be able to participate in triathlons and other events. We also did a local longboarding competition to help alleviate the property destruction that was happening locally here in Orem and Provo. We had a first place prize of $2,000 and over 200 participants and 300 spectators. We also worked with a local entrepreneur named Vulcan in Congo to be able to help him and other entrepreneurs create solar charging kiosks to provide energy to their community that had none. We empowered women in Zambia to be able to get to school safely without getting raped on their way to school. We taught them business skills to be able to help them make a living for themselves through starting their own businesses and becoming empowered. Currently, we have 5 projects that we have identified that follow our Enactus criteria and try to align with at least one of the United Nations 17 goals for sustainability. Our first project is Armenia. After partnering with local immigrants from Armenia, we are working to help rural Armenia boost their economy. We want to utilize microfinancing and business management education to expand the opportunities of the communities and provide a sustainable income to families in the area, as there are many in need. Another project is here locally in Provo. We have paired with United Way of Utah and Nu Skin to bring educational and economic resources to the underprivileged families living in the greater Provo area. Our goal is to help the youth academically succeed and help the parents find economic stability, ending the cycle of poverty. Another project we have is in the Congo, where we are creating multiple micro-franchises, one of which is the Solar Charging Kiosk micro-franchise. This franchise started because every person in Congo has around 2 to 3 cell phones, and this is a third world country. The reason why they have that is because their electric grid is very just not sustainable. And so they have to leave one cell phone at home while they go to work, and then they come back during lunch and get that cell phone and switch out their SIM cards. And it's just not a great way to live because they currently don't have any just solid way to charge their cell phones. And so what we've done here is we've taken the technology of solar charge to be able to convert it to charge these people's cell phones. But not only that, is that an entrepreneur can take this kiosk and run it as their business. And once they have started this business, it automatically brings them out of poverty with what they are able to earn from this kiosk. Another franchise that we are recently starting is looking at selling eggs to help the children in Congo not be malnourished. This is a huge difference that we can be able to make. And so we are really excited to keep making micro-franchises in Congo. Another project we have is in Ghana. It is a branch off of our Congo project because we are helping to provide power to Ghanaians through family-owned solar kiosks where people can come to charge their phones and other electronics. Because similar to the Congo, their grid is very unsustainable and they just don't have an access to power at all. Can you imagine not having access to power, not being able to charge your cell phone, to use a laptop, to use anything like that? They probably just don't even have those items because they're not able to charge them. And so in Ghana, we're identifying families who need this, right? Who need this income, and they're able to become a business owner and to be able to learn these skills, and then are able to make enough for their families, but also to bring electricity to their whole community, to bring it to their village. And that is a huge difference that we're able to make just from one small project. We are always open to new project ideas. In fact, we have a recent new project idea that's going to be in the country of Malawi, which is in the southern part of Africa. The reason why we are partnering with Malawi is because we have a local company here, Nu Skin, that is currently working there already and has some great project ideas that they just need some help with. So we are going to partner with them to create an amazing project in Malawi. We don't have specifications of what it's actually going to be right now because there's just so much that we can do to help this country and these people living there. And so if you have any interest in that one, That one's brand new, and we have a lot of needs for this. Not only do we get to implement amazing projects and meet people from all around the world, but we get to compete against hundreds of other universities to show that we have the most impact. Every year, we have a national competition held in various locations around the country, some of which are Kansas City, St. Louis, Anaheim, and more, to show that our team is the best. In our 6 years of being a chapter at Utah Valley University, we have come in second place in the nation twice, and the only team to beat us seems to be BYU Hawaii. But we aren't gonna let that happen again. It was nice to beat Stanford, however. Here's a clip from 2 years ago when we took second place on the national stage when we were competing with our solar charge project in the Congo.
In 2011, he started an Enactus project in Congo, which created an entrepreneurship school called OnTrade. Its focus was to help the Congolese create their own jobs by starting effective businesses.
OnTrade has helped the Congolese start over 250 businesses. Those businesses employ over 500 people who support thousands more. Vulcan reached out to our team last year to find a new business model to enable even more Congolese to create a path out of poverty.
We worked with Vulcan to perform the needs analysis. It confirmed that education, infrastructure, and money alone was not the solution for poverty in Congo. A new approach was needed.
We developed a unique model to alleviate the darkness of poverty in multiple communities in Brazzaville. This model had scalability built in. The model is a micro-franchise.
A micro-franchise is a business in a box.
This year was a little different because our competition had to be remote because of COVID-19. We weren't able to implement our project as our trip got canceled the day before we were supposed to fly out to Ghana, but we still were able to pivot and make a difference from where we are. Here's a clip from our video this year.
Problems, pains, pandemics, pivots.
This year has been interesting, frightening, and one of amazing opportunities.
Opportunities stemming from problems.
Problems for us, our university, our community, our world.
This year, to become entrepreneurial leaders, it became a necessity to learn how to identify needs.
Capitalize on the opportunities.
Manage risk and adapt and thrive in a changing landscape.
Over the last 2 years, our team has put micro-franchising to the test.
Micro-franchising is a business model that applies elements and concepts of traditional franchising to small businesses in the developing world.
We were stuck in Utah, while our project was across the world.
We put our heart and soul into this project, but we realized we couldn't be the ones to create and effect this change in Ghana at this time. It had to be the Ghanaian people.
After much deliberation, we reached out to the Enactus team from the University of Ghana, and they agreed to help us carry out this project on the ground.
There we were, our project's on hold, living in the midst of a pandemic, in a community with people whose problems stemmed far beyond missing a trip to Ghana. People were losing their income, their homes, their businesses.
We called an executive meeting and had a stark realization that here in Utah, we had people wrestling with problems who needed solutions. We needed to lift where we stood. We needed to focus on people around us, especially these small businesses.
We saw the need, discussed how to help, and we took action. Through our reflection, we realized businesses all around us that were struggling to adapt to the new changes COVID-19 brought. In light of these events, we reached out to our community and received referrals for 26 companies within 2 days that were clamoring for aid. We worked and consulted with 4 of these small businesses.
Let us tell you about one of these businesses. Sage & Co. is a company on a mission to provide premier nursing covers that allow moms to multitask while nursing.
With the introduction of COVID-19, Sage & Co.'s supply chain took a hit because their manufacturer was retasked to make masks for the medical industry. With only 40 units left in their inventory, they were hesitant to sell and suspended all production.
We recommended that they continue selling by switching to pre-orders for the next batch. This strategic change completely shifted their mindset about how to navigate the COVID-19 crisis. Instead of taking a hit, we implemented a pre-sale model.
Using our digital marketing knowledge, we were able to educate the owners of Sage & Co. on the necessity of social media in business development and growth, and help them feel confident to conquer a once daunting task.
We worked to build a following and create content for their accounts, increasing Sage & Co.'s reach. This change alone has made a substantial difference.
Additionally, we are creating a way to market the product that focuses on helping others during the pandemic. Using social media, normal everyday moms are beginning to market for Sage & Co., receiving a portion of all sales they drive. This provides families who would otherwise have no income a source of revenue during these unpredictable times.
I cannot believe what Enactus has done for my organization. If I hadn't had them, I don't know what I would have done during this time. And I am just so grateful that they restructured to help me out. And I'm just so thankful that I was one of the businesses that they did help.
This year we made multiple pivots. Pivots in our meeting structure, our desired outcomes, our projects, and our lives.
Yet 3 weeks ago, as we reflected on the past year, we began comparing our impact to years past. Looking at all the projects that were stopped mid-implementation, the lives of people in Ghana we didn't watch change, the differences we felt we were unable to make.
That's when we made our last and final pivot, our mindset.
Due to the effect of COVID-19, we were living in a new reality.
A changing and dynamic environment.
We didn't have months to put together the perfect project, presentation, or see astronomical numbers.
Our team had to reevaluate.
What difference would we make?
What would our impact be?
The very definition of impact is to have a strong effect on someone or something.
Our team decided our impact this year was about the one person running that one small business during one of the largest pandemics in the history of the world.
And each one was a success.
Nido Quben once said, "Your present circumstances don't determine where you can go, they merely determine where you start."
We didn't start where we intended, but we finished where we were needed.
We are UVU Enactus.
We are UVU Enactus.
We are UVU Enactus.
And we impacted.
And we impacted.
And we impacted.
And we impacted the one. We are becoming well known around the nation for the good that we can do, but we aren't going to stop there. But because of this, we have become very well known to all of the Enactus corporate sponsors, some of which include Walmart, KPMG, Ford, Coca-Cola, and many other Fortune 500 companies. Not only are we well known with these companies, but they want to hire us over students from any other university. In fact, after a career fair 2 years ago, one of our own students was offered an internship with Walmart and then offered a full-time career after he had completed that internship. These career fairs are an amazing way to expand your network and to be able to get a job in a field that is going to be successful. Because like I said, many of these companies are Fortune 500 and they want to hire us. They want to hire you as an Enactus student, which is an incredible opportunity. Right now, our team has quite a few needs that we are excited to fill with students just like you. We are currently looking for a project manager from Malawi to basically start from scratch, do some research, and figure out what best we can do to impact the people of Malawi. We are also looking for a competition project manager to be part of our executive team, to be able to help us be best prepared for our competition this year to beat BYU Hawaii, but also to just make the most amount of difference that we can with the project that we compete with. They will also be in charge of looking for scholarships for students that we can get through Enactus USA and other fun projects that we can do on the side. Our team has a lot of amazing students, but we always need more. We need more talented individuals just like you to be able to fill these gaps in our team. The more we grow, the more difference that we can make around the world. If you want to make a difference, this is the place for you. It's not always about the glitz and the glam and the travel, which granted we get to do, but it's about making a difference in somebody's life. It's about being able to do good just because you want to. And so if you have any inclination to do that, please come talk to me. Send me a message. I'm definitely always happy to talk to you about any projects that you have in mind or about our current projects that we have going on. My personal experience in Enactus has been life-changing. I joined Enactus in August of last year, and since then, my life has changed significantly for the better. I know it sounds dramatic, trust me, I do, but it's completely true. I found a passion for education, which I never had before. I definitely just wanted to get through school as fast as I can and just have my piece of paper degree so I could go make a lot of money. But then I realized that education is empowering, and if I wanted to make any kind of difference in the world, I needed to educate myself on how I could do that. So Enactus provided me this experience where I was able to not only learn, but able to implement these great things to make a difference. So because of Enactus, I've chosen to pursue my MBA here at Utah Valley University, and that's what I'm currently doing. So though I may be president of Enactus, I'm just learning every single day with each and every one of you. It's an incredible opportunity that I wish every single person could have because it really is life-changing. We look forward to seeing you Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. Woodbury Business 105. Thank you.